Hello and welcome to our video about subsurf modeling. What we're going to do is build a very simple model of a chair, and then we're going to use a new feature called subsurf modeling to make sure that our chair doesn't look like it's been drawn on a computer but looks a bit more realistic. We'll get to it and I'll explain what subsurf is as we go. So let's model our chair. So I'm going to go to my cube, press S, press Z, and squeeze it down into there. I'm going to go to view number 7, press number 5 on my keyboard to make the view flat, go into edit mode, and then I'm going to press the Z or the Z key to go see-through. I'm going to make some cuts in my chair, which are Control and R, click on my mouse and move the cut up. Again, Control R, click on my mouse, move it down. I'm going to do that 2 more times. Control R, click, move, and Control R, click and move. I'm going to go to face select mode, press Z again so that it's not see-through, rotate downwards, click with the right click, shift right click, shift right click and shift right click. Make sure I've selected all of them, and I'm going to press E to extrude the legs down. If I go to view number 3, you can see that we've got a really lovely looking chair with the legs. Now I'm going to make the back of the chair, so I'm going to click, press shift, keep it pressed, right click, right click. I'm going to press E to extrude up, and there we have our chair like we made last time. Now what you'll notice about this chair, and if you have a look around the room and there might be a chair in that room, the difference between a 3D chair and a real life chair is that a 3D chair has really sharp edges. If you have a look at the corners and the sides of this chair, they're really sharp. Now in real life, almost no object that you can see has sharp edges like that. Most objects in the real world are slightly rounded. On the right hand toolbar, you'll see a button with a spanner on it. This is our modifier button. I'm going to click on this, and there's a single button that says add modifier. Now when you click on this, you'll get a whole bunch of modifiers. We don't need to worry about what they are right now. The one that we are going to use is called a subdivision surface. We shorten that to subsurf to make it easier to say. And I'm going to go back out, go into object mode, go to my modifiers and add subdivision surface. Now you can see immediately something kind of strange has happened. At the moment it looks quite cool, but this isn't the chair that I want. So what I'm going to do is go to edit mode, and you can kind of see what's happening here. The old outline of the chair is still there, the square kind of back and the legs that you can see, but once we added the subsurf modifier, the chair kind of went round. If you can have a look at the legs over here and the back over here. So we need to do a couple of things here first. Let's click on this button over here, and that way we can actually see where each of the points is. And what we're going to do is we're going to use some cuts to kind of control how this chair looks. So I'm going to go to view number 3, press Z. If we rotate, you'll see what we're looking at here. Now I'm going to press Control and R, make a cut somewhere in the back of the chair, and just move it up. If I go back to the solid view, you can see that that back is looking a lot better than it was a few seconds ago. If I press G and Z again, you can see I can make it kind of go over the top, but I'm kind of happy there. This chair is looking a little bit better when you look at the back. Now let's fix those legs. They're looking kind of ugly. So I'm going to press Z again, and I'm going to cut each leg with a Control R. And I'm not going to do anything just yet, so I'm going to press Control R and click twice, Control R, click twice, and I think I'm missing one there, so I'm going to press Control R and click twice. Let's go to view number 1, and I'm going to go to my point select or my vertex select mode, and I'm going to press B and select all those points in all those legs. I'm going to press G and Z or Z, and I'm going to move that down. Should go about there. If I press Z, let's get our chair back into solid mode, and let's have a look at this chair. You can see that the legs are looking pretty good. The back is looking pretty good. I'm not quite happy with this seat over here, so we're going to have to do something about that. Let's go back to transparent mode, press Z. I'm going to just rotate my chair just about there. And I'm going to see if we can fix the seat and the back here. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to press Control R. I'm kind of cutting the seat in the middle there. I'm just going to move this forward. Let's press Z and see what we've done. Oh yeah, you see, that's a lot better there. I think we're going to have to do the same thing and move this weird kind of curve here back. So let's press Control R there. And let's move that back as well. Now if I press Tab to get back into object mode, and if we have a look at this chair, you can see it's a lot better. It's a lot better than it was. It's a little bit rounded, but it's not so bad. I think I still need to fix a few things over here. You see at the bottom it's kind of curved, so we might be able to fix that. Let's go into edit mode. And let's see what we can do here. So let's go into edit mode. Let's make it transparent. I think I'm going to cut the legs again here. Press my mouse twice. Cut the second leg. Press my mouse twice. Third leg. Press the mouse twice. Control R. And the fourth leg. Press my mouse twice. Go to view number 1. I'm going to select again those cuts I made. And I'm going to move them with a G for grab and Z for up. And I'm just going to push them up a little bit. There you go. That's a lot better, isn't it? And that's how we use subsurf modeling to make models look a little bit more realistic, a little bit more rounded, and just a little bit nicer to look at.